السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. صلوات. So, as you know, we discuss Dua Kumail whenever we get chance after this. So, we reach to this sentence in which Imam is teaching us to say, يا إلهي وسيدي وربي أتراك معذبي بنارك بعد توحيدك. So giving the reference of the faith in oneness. We discussed this earlier, that we have nothing to present in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as intercession for ourselves. We cannot say, oh Allah, I have offered my salat, I would do salatul layl, I would read Quran, I would do this. These a'mal, our practice, whatever we do, does not deserve to be presented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the reference of intercession, shafa'at, or asking Allah for istighfar. You see, Imam is talking about a scenario when a person is in the adab already, he is in Jahannam. And he say, oh Allah, are you punishing me in Jahannam? This is a question. While I believe in your oneness. So faith in oneness, because faith in belief and in oneness of Allah, in tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a guarantee for a person to be saved from adab Jahannam. If you truly, with real sense, say La ilaha illallah, that's it. The fire of hell will never touch you. Because La ilaha illallah is not just these words that you utter with your tongue. La ilaha illallah. Say it 1,000,000 times. But if you don't know the meaning of La ilaha illallah, then it has no value. With whole meaning means real Islam, submissiveness to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no God. He is my creator. He is my nourisher. He is giving me. He is powerful. He is all. Keeping all this in mind, automatically your behavior is going to be a behavior of a Muslim, of a submissive person. And when you be submissive, real Muslim, this is what Allah wants you to be. Then you will not go to Jahannam. The second part of that asking Allah, وَبَعْدَ مَنْ طَوَى عَلَيْهِ قَلْبِي مِنْ مَعْرِفَتِكَ. While I not just say La ilaha illallah with my tongue, but ma'rifah, with irfan, with understanding, I say it. The third part. So we discussed these two. We are on the third part of this. وَلَهِجَ بِهِ لِسَانِي مِنْ ذِكْرِكَ. وَلَهِجَ بِهِ لِسَانِي مِنْ ذِكْرِكَ. My tongue has constantly busy constantly busy in your dhikr. So we discussed the meaning of dhikr last time, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned dhikr in Quran in many places. And when the dhikr, see, اذكروني أذكركم. You remember me, I will remember you. This is what Allah is saying. You remember Allah, Allah will remember you. See, our attitude is such that as we actually, we think that we deserve all those bounties from Allah. Instead of thinking that we don't deserve, it is Allah's mercy that causing us receiving all those bounties from Allah. Otherwise, we originally don't deserve that. But our style, our attitude, our way of communicating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our way of even doing dua, as we are asking Allah our right. Oh, Allah, give me this. And if He is not giving us, we complaining against Him. Astaghfirullah. Not with words maybe, but in our heart we keep thinking, why Allah is not answering my call? So originally, Uthkuruni, you also remember Allah. Then Allah will remember you. So you want Allah to listen to you, asking dua. Dua means, Ya Allah, give me this. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. So now you're talking to Allah, right? You're saying, Ya Allah, Allahumma, Rabbana, Rabbi. So you're addressing whom? You're addressing Allah, correct? Very good. So you are addressing Allah and you want that Allah to say, yes, yes, my servant, what do you want? And you say, Ya Allah, I want this. And He should give you. If this is true and if your thinking is this way, it's fine. Allah says, then I am also addressing you. 70 times in Quran I said, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu. Oh, those who believe. Do you believe? Yes. So you are among Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu? Yes. How many times I said, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu? Oh, believers, do this, don't do this. How many times did you listen to me? Do you listen to me? No, Allah forgive me. I can't. So why you think that Allah should listen to you, but you don't listen to Allah? Where is it fair? So Allah says, Uthkuruni, fadhkuruni adhkurukum. You remember me, I will remember you. Means you listen to me, I listen to you. Washkuruli wala takfurun. And always be thankful to me and never do kufr. See, the word kufr has been used against the word shukr. Shukr means gratitude. Shukr means thankfulness. Shukr means to acknowledge His bounties. It's called shukr, acknowledging. Not acknowledging it, not appreciating, it's called kufr. So see the term kufr? It's not used against Iman, against Islam, against shukr. Washkuruli, be thankful, wala takfurun, don't be unthankful. So kufr is being unappreciative. It means in this sense, even a Muslim can do a kufr if he's not appreciating Allah's bounties. Whatever you have, appreciate it. At least whatever you receive, appreciate what you have. Then complain about what you don't have. But you just keep complaining about what you don't have and not appreciating what you have. This is not fair. This is not good. Then, ala in illa an yasha Allah. واذكر ربك إذا نسيت وقل عسى أن يهديني ربي. Always remember Allah. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. O people who believe, remember Allah with abundant remembrance. اذكروا الله ذكرا. We talked about ذكر كثير last time. It was very interesting discussion. Surah Jum'ah. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا. And remember Allah in abundance. Now the next surah, which usually if you have time in Jummah prayer, you listen to that surah. If usually don't have time, people want to go home or to their jobs soon. Otherwise, the second rak'at of surah of namaz Jum'ah, it is recommended to recite Surah Munafiqun in it. In this Surah Munafiqun, that it is evident by its name that this surah was revealed about the hypocrites. The entire surah it starts with إِذَا جَاءَكَ الْمُنَافِقُونَ. See, starting with Munafiqun. It has 11 ayat, 11 verses, all talking about Munafiqun except last 3. The first 8 ayat talk about Munafiqeen, their behavior, their dealing with other mu'mineen, their mentality, their thoughts, their beliefs. All is talking about Munafiqun, Surah Munafiqun, and it is good to be recited in Surah, in Salatul Jumu'ah in second rakat. Last 3 ayat belong to mu'mineen. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. See, talking to munafiqeen, about munafiqeen, and suddenly Allah addressing mu'mineen saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in this surah. What is the significance of addressing mu'mineen in Surah Munafiqeen? The surah is Surah Munafiqeen and Allah is addressing mu'mineen in Surah Munafiqeen. Why? Because whatever was mentioned about munafiqeen is not acceptable by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reject them. They are not mu'min. Allah saying that إذا جاءك المنافقون قالوا نشهد إنك لرسول الله والله يعلم إنك لرسوله والله يشهد إن المنافقين لكاذبون. Allah is witness that munafiqeen are liars. They are not. They are saying, they're claiming نشهد أنك لرسول الله, you are Rasulullah, but their claim is not right. So Allah is rejecting their iman, rejecting their Islam, rejecting their faith, and condemning them, while condemning them and showing that what they think and mentioning about their mentality and their ideology. In the end, Allah now addressing mu'mineen by saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. What? Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم عن ذكر الله. Very tough ayat. Allah says, oh mu'mineen, be careful. Your awlad, your children, and your belongings, your mal, your wealth, لا تلهكم, should not make you heedless of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Should not make you forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are so busy in your life for your children, their education, their well-being, whatever, doing for children. And mal and awlad and mal. لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم عن ذكر الله. ذكر الله. It should not make you negligent of dhikrullah, of mentioning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If what you do for your children, it causing you to do your namaz qaza, not to offer your salat, you cannot fast in the month of Ramadan. Why? Because see, my job is this. Change your job. No, actually, If I go somewhere else, I have less money and I have a bigger house for my children. I want them to be happy. And the end of the day, what? I am losing my salat to make my children happy. Allah says no, not accepted. See, in Surah Munafiqun, Allah is reminding a mu'min, La tulhikum amwalukum wa la awladukum, your mal. Where are you? I didn't see you for a long time. Maulana, I'm busy. I know busy. Everybody is busy in this world. Who has time? Everyone is busy. But, we don't see you. Are you in the same city or you moved? No, I'm here. Here and very, very close, nearby. Then where are you? Where are your children? Busy. The Quran says in Surah Munafiqun, this is what Munafiqun do. Since they don't have true belief in Allah, so they don't have time for Allah. Because why they should give time to Allah when they don't believe in Allah? But how you are a good believer while you don't have time for Allah? And say, I don't have time. I am busy. Busy in what? Leaving your salat and busy in what? Tell me. Mention one thing in which you are busy, which is more important than salat. You're supposed to say, no. It is salat time. I am busy in salat. I cannot go in my business meeting. I cannot go in my class. I cannot go here. I cannot go there. I cannot leave my salat. I'm busy in my salat. Yes, that makes more sense than standing on the other side and telling the salat, oh salat, I don't have time for you. La tulhikum amwalukum wa la awladukum an dhikrillah. And the interesting thing is this. You know how much Islam has emphasized on upbringing of children. Raising the children on Islamic way, love the children. Just if you one time just look at your children with love, you get thawab for that. If you kiss your baby, you know how much thawab you get for just kissing your baby. So why? Because children in Islam are important. But we don't find in whole Quran any ayat emphasizing on being good with your children. Be good with your parents, yes. Many ayat. With your children, instead of such ayat, we find such ayat. Your children should not keep you away from dhikrullah. A kind of negative mentioning about the children. Your children should not keep you away from your religion. But you don't find anywhere that your parents should not keep you away from Allah. Children, yes. For children, we don't see Allah saying, do ihsan with your children. No, do ihsan with your parents. Why? Because in your instinct, in your fitrah, in your nature, Allah has placed the love of children already. Allah wants to control that love. It should not be so excessive that you leave more important things than even your children, and that is your religion. That is your faith in Allah. So Allah wants to control it. He has given you the accelerator, the love towards your children, but needs to control it with the brake of saying, don't do this, don't do this. But for parents, you don't have that natural love. Your parents, the love for your parents is not as the love for your children. You don't get happy. See, I saw a story of somebody, which is very true, and it happens every time, that a young adult was sitting with his father in the backyard. Father was old. He is young adult, young professional, Both are sitting. Suddenly the father saw a bird on the tree. He asked him, "My son, what is this?" He said, "Baba, this is bird. You're asking me, this is bird. You don't know this is bird." He was so angry. He said, "Oh, okay, bird, okay." After 2 minutes, again, "Oh, my son, what is this?" "I just told you this is bird." "Okay, fine." After 2 minutes, again, same question. "Can you tell me, my son, what is this?" So he had some book or something he was reading, the son. He threw it on the ground with so much anger. "Are you okay? Are you out of your mind? Are you crazy?" He's talking to his father, asking me the same question again and again. "I told you, don't you see that this is a bird? And I told you, again you're asking." The father was very calm and hearing the situation. The father said, "Okay, sit down, don't worry." Then he left the place. He went inside the home and came back. He had the diary in his hand. He said, "Open this diary. You read it for me." He said like this, "Read it for me." I said, "What is this?" "No, just read it for me. Read it loud." He saw the diary dated back to a time when this son was 2 years old. Now the father is writing in his diary, "Today, my son became 2 years old." He is 2 years old. He's so cute. We are sitting in the backyard. Sitting in the backyard. There was a bird on the tree. My child asked me, "Baba, what is this?" I said, "This is a bird." He asked me again. I started laughing. I said, "I just told you, this is a bird. You like it?" Then third time, he asked me 11 times that what is this, and every time I smiled and I laughed, and I told him that this is a bird. When he read this, then he realized. The son realized that what mistake he has done. Now, so the difference, your love to your parents is not natural. It's not in your instinct. It is based on your environment, your culture. You since lived together so for a long time. Otherwise, you don't love your parents as you love your children. See, this is Quran. It's amazing. In the whole Quran, while children are very important, but you don't see Allah is emphasizing love your children. Why love your children? Allah has put the love inside you, but the love which is not inside you, that love should be emphasized, and that is love to your parents. As here Allah is saying, your children can keep you away from Allah if you don't remain in balance. Dhikrullah. I think